Well, turning to London, joined by human rights activist and political commentator, Mr. William Spring. Thank you so much for being with us. And these are staggering figures, talking about 1,500 refugees dying so far this year. Of course, with the beginning of August now in the Mediterranean Sea. Why don't we see more outrage, and who's responsible for this? Because if we look at the majority of countries where these people are coming from, for the most part, they're countries that have been destabilized by the United States or their European cousins.
Yes, that's absolutely right. There's two lots of issues. One are immediate, who are the immediate culprits for this situation. We can look at Libya and say David Cameron. David Cameron was the man who went into Libya to destroy the country and murdered Colonel Gaddafi. And consequently, the country has been a total basket case, anarchic, ever since. Now, why has not David Cameron been brought to an international court as a war criminal, which is what he is? And then you look back further and see Tony Blair still walking around, still broadcasting on the BBC, notwithstanding the fact that he had killed hundreds of thousands of people together with George Bush in Iraq, and injured, destroyed the country, or tried to. Only the valiant courage of the Iraqi people has stopped this, has sought to reinstate some form of proper order in the country. Now, as well as that, then you get to Syria, and 13.5% of the refugees landing in Europe are from Syria. And why is this? This is because the United States of America and the government of President Trump is backing the worst lot of war criminals in history, namely the Takfiris and the Wahhabis are from Saudi Arabia, who have gone to Syria to destroy the country, and they have had American support in this. Now, America, UK, France, all the countries of Europe who've become involved in this dreadful crime need to thoroughly look back and change their policies. While we have British governments, American governments, French governments thinking it's a very good thing to just bomb countries and allowing the culprits, the people who've perpetrated these war crimes, to walk around freely. There will be no stability in Africa. But Africa is a basket case anyway. I mean, look at the situation in Zimbabwe right now. I mean, I lived there for a long time, or some time, until I got chased out by Robert Mugabe. And, you know, the African people don't deserve this. Nelson Chamisa was clearly the leader in the election in Zimbabwe. There was just cheating and fraud and fear, which has dealt a blow to democratic politics in Africa. And what I want to ask you before we finish is, will the Labour Party or the left-wingers ever confess that they have made a mistake? All those attempts at decolonisation in the 1960s were futile.
All right, love to continue this discussion. Unfortunately, out of time. Hopefully next time. Thank you so much for being with us. William Spring, human rights activist and political commentator out of London.